Welcome to this week at Ask Total Health. I'm Craig Alley, founder of Total Health. This week we're going to try and give you some ideas on how to beat the winter blues, which isn't easy if you live in the UK at this time of year, because everything's so dark and everyone's a wee bit miserable, so to speak, or a little bit low in energy. So we're going to look at three main pillars here, which we like to look at in Total Health and the way we work. We're going to look at how to train throughout winter to boost your energy. We're going to look at some diet changes you can make and how to improve your recovery so that you boost your energy as well. So starting off with the training side of things. I know a lot of people at this time of year start thinking about events later on in the year and want to start training for marathons, cycling events, triathlons, so they get out, start doing a lot of endurance training, a lot of running, a lot of cardio for instance, which is fine, and if you're going to do these events later in the year you have to do a little bit of that, but also that takes a lot of energy out of you. And at this time of year we want to go with nature as much as possible. This is why so many people feel bad at this time of year, because we're going against nature. We're staying up way too long, we're working really long hours, we're not eating in the right way, we're not training the right way. So we can go with nature. Our bodies aren't that endurable in winter. Yeah, we get so much energy from the sun, and at this time of year, if you're in the UK or Northern Europe, you're not getting a lot of sun power for your energy. So doing long endurance training is just going to break you down. It's just going to tire you out, fatigue you. Now, obviously, there has to be an element to that you do if you are training for an event. But it's really important that you do some strength training. Yeah, strength training is going to help improve your posture and your mobility, which is really important. When it's cold, we tend to tighten up a little bit more, and if you're training properly, you're going to improve your posture, your energy, because the better your posture is, the more energy you'll have. It's going to improve the mobility of your joints and balance as well, and it's going to help balance out your hormones as well. It's going to help sustain your energy a little bit longer because it makes your body more insulin sensitive, and it's going to help balance the hormones and give you more sustained energy. So some kind of strength training is vital. I'm not saying you have to go and deadlift and squat really heavy weights. Just do some kind of resistance training. You want to do some kind of mobility and flexibility work as well. So joint mobility is really important. The joints will seize up a little bit. This time of year they become less mobile again with the cold weather. And again, if you're feeling tired, generally your posture will break down and your position will break down, and your movement in your joints will decrease there as well. So doing some joint mobility work and some flexibility as well. Flexibility will just help open you out, relax the body, help you recover and put you into good posture. So for your training, you want to be doing some kind of strength work, some kind of joint mobility and flexibility. You can easily fit that all into one session. You do some joint mobility to warm up. We have videos of joint mobility on our YouTube channel. You do a 30-minute strength workout, 40-minute strength workout, and you do a couple of flexibility exercises at the end. So that's your training sorted, and put in whatever cardio you have to keep it specific to what you're training for. With your diet, again, what tends to happen after Christmas and New Year, everyone's feeling really guilty because we've overeaten, we've had too much booze, too much sugar, too much kind of fattening foods and everything. So people, first of all, they tend to reduce their calories too much, so you go from one extreme to the other. Now you may want a little bit of a lower calorie diet if you're trying to lose weight or whatever, but try not to completely cut back. It's not giving your body enough fuel when it's already quite depleted and not getting enough energy. Secondly, we tend to kind of try and go and eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits and stuff. Now that's fine as well as a little bit of a basic diet, but most people, I'm saying most people, not everyone, most people will respond better to eating that a little bit more protein and fat. When I say fat, I mean good fats, oily fish, fats of good quality cuts of meat, of good dairy products, of yogurts, of avocados, of nuts, of seeds. These kind of fats as well are really, really important. And the protein also, our body tends to kind of go a little bit longer if we eat a little bit more protein at this time of year. Going with nature again, if we live in a place like Scotland, for instance, where I am just now, if you think about at this time of year, what can we grow and farm naturally in this country? We'll farm animals, and there's very few kind of vegetables and fruits were grown at this time of year. So that to me is nature telling us that this is what we should be surviving off. So kind of stick in line as much as you can with nature, and then that's going to keep your energy better. So get more proteins and fats as long as you're comfortable with that, and don't restrict your calories too much. Vital thing is as well, good quality fats are going to balance out your hormones and going to help feed your hormones, and that's where a massive reduction in energy will come from, and a low feeling mental state, emotional state as well will come from, because your hormones are out of balance and they need replenished, and fats are going to help replenish them, so that's vital. Finally, your rest and your recovery. It's really important that you are getting as much sleep as possible. It gets lighter a little bit later, and it gets darker really early. Yeah, that's the world trying to tell us to wind down a little bit earlier, sleep a little bit longer, and take our time getting into our day. Now I know in this society we can't do that, and having a young baby myself, I know that we can't just sleep in all morning, but try and catch up on your sleep whenever you can. Try and fit in time with the kind of daylight cycle as much as you can. Now I'm not asking you to do anything that's ridiculous and you obviously can't do with work and family and social lives, but slot into it as much as possible. If you can, wind down a little bit earlier in the evening, get to bed a little bit earlier, and when possible get up just that little bit later. 10-15 minutes can make a massive difference. It does accumulate, because winter is telling us to recover and sleep a little bit more, so that's vital that you get that extra sleep. And really important as well, add in a little bit of recovery work where you work in. Now you might want to look at forms of exercise like yoga, tai chi, qigong, or doing some meditation. Yeah, it's vital. It's vital that you're keeping yourself in a positive mental state, and there's stacks of research that shows that meditation will help improve your physical chemistry, but also engage the brain more, and also improve the efficiency of your parasympathetic nervous system. That helps you recover, boost your immune system, and repair. And you are what you think. Again, there's a lot of science that shows you if you're thinking positively, there's a greater chemical and hormone balance going on within the body as well. So do some meditation, think positively, and keep a clear mind as well. So hopefully those tips help with your training, getting some strength, some mobility and some flexibility. With your diet, getting as much good quality protein and fats as you can. Make sure you don't reduce the calories too much. Get a little bit more sleep, think positive, do some meditation. Yeah, that's just a few major things there just to keep your body balanced, help you survive through winter, and then you're going to be in a good state to really push your fitness through spring and summer. Hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, please email us at info@totalhealth.uk.com.